Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 7th Gear Racing for round 7 of Season 5 here at the track that is named Zandvoort. Tonight, I have Killer Miller in the com box with me again tonight. How are you, Mr. Killer?
How are we, Coonings? Glad to be back. Love this track. Very iconic, known for its banked corners.
Yep, definitely. We saw in real life how the Mercedes engines didn't like that curve at the end.
No, the Mercedes
And,
wasn't too fond of this track. This was a very nimble, agile track.
Yep. It's a track of, I wouldn't say few overtaking opportunities, but it's definitely one of the harder ones, as a lot of the cars are coming out straight away, which says to me that there could be a bit of rain on the way.
Either rain or desperate to not get caught up in traffic. This track is very short, so it's very easy to get put behind someone and then get their slipstream.
It is. Well, I mean, the pole record here is a 1 minute 10, which was set by Thomas on the 2020 game. So probably another second or so on this year's game. So yeah, a short track, just like Austria. So expect a bit of traffic.
Yeah, you see the problem.
We've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cars on tracks.
The problem with slipstream here is that the banked corners, they don't like it. You have to have full downforce on these corners. It's very hard to follow around other cars. So they're all going to want to get in laps in as quick as they can, just to avoid that. It's
also very hard to charge ERS around here. So
yes.
ERS will be a premium tonight. We do also have 2 people on the home race. So we've got Kieran, who our Dutch master, who of course won here 2 seasons ago, the last time he raced here in Season 3. And also Mr. Pro Gamer. He is home here as well. So we've got 2 home boys tonight.
They're going to want to be putting in a lovely performance. They're going to want to show everyone how it's done around here.
Yep, especially Kieran, who's had a bit of an off season. He's currently got 34 points off Aros at the top of the standings.
Yeah, Kieran's found himself in a bit of a funk recently.
Yep, well, he had the migraine last week, so he couldn't race. And Aros took full advantage of that, didn't he? And
yes, he did, winning that podium.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a lot of cars on track. I hope there's some rain. Maybe not too much rain, because otherwise there'll be a bit of a boring qualifying session. Yeah. We were supposed to have a debutant tonight, but unfortunately he's had to bail at the last second. And also Fear Lucy, who's unfortunately just Xbox wouldn't work for whatever reason. So we're down to 18 drivers. I say down to 18 drivers. 18 drivers is still a very good grid for F1 League races these days. As Leon sets the lap on 12.7.
1 minute 12. That's not extremely fast around here, but I think he's just wanting to get a time on. Yeah, Aros beating it immediately.
There we go. 11.9 Aros.
As who's that?
F1
Safe Master's crashed.
Safe Master. That is, at turn 2, yeah. No, not turn 2, that's turn 2, turn 3, that little section there. As, look at that, a brilliant 10 point, another second off the time. So look at that, they're only half a second off the ultimate lap time here.
You're looking for a 1 minute.
Comes up to a bit of traffic behind Kagorniak.
Looking for 1 minute 10 seconds and a half around here.
Oh, he's aborted the lap. Oh, it looks like Kagorniak might have got on the way there. Oh, that's a shame. He's had to abort it. As Vegeta goes fastest now.
That's a very fast lap from Vegeta.
It is indeed. Kagorniak just started. Podgy Porter. Interesting fact about Podgy Porter. So last week, well, this is his second race in Tier 1 this year. And last week, because of the stewards' inquiries, he actually, and he finished 11th, he actually broke his scoring streak. He had a 17 race point scoring streak, which was it's pretty amazing, to be fair.
That is fantastic, to be fair, from Podgy.
It is. Whether you're Tier 1 or Tier 2, that is some accomplishment, especially on this game. And to be fair, he's put in a lap that's put him in 5th so far, so a decent lap for Podgy Porter. What about Rain? What can EQR Rain do? Ooh.
Elite Risk in the McLaren, he's got no teammate.
Oh, Elite
so he's
has
going to want to
that
be.
Lap. What about Fitzy? He is coming round.
Elite Risk goes 3rd.
Yeah, Elite Risk can have a good qualifying performance this year. Can Fitzy trouble the timing boards? 1:12.1. Not quite. Who else we got? We got Kagorniak, I think, is the last one. Fifth. Oh, look at that. Good to see Kagorniak back up there. But at the moment, we've got two guys there at the front. Mr. Vegeta and Aurelian, who are a bit of a step above the rest at the moment. But of course, there's still a few people yet to set a lap. Like your Patrick Roberts and Kieran, of course. And you've got Mr. Pack Bussy as well. Bussy?
Pack Bussy, I think.
Bussy. Bussy. Let's call him Bussy.
Joel improving to P4.
Well done, Joel. So Rain will start another lap after having bought in the first one. As you can see, a 1:50, a little bit off the time. So next across the line will be Mr. Bussy. Yellow flags everywhere today.
There's a lot of traffic on this grid at the minute.
There is.
Drivers are struggling. A lot of yellow flags being shown.
So Peck Bussy comes around the final corner. What can he do? So 1:12.5. So currently 2 seconds off the ultimate time at the moment, which not where you want to be on a short track like this.
No, it's not. I tell you, I'll be very, very interested to see the tyre strategies today, because the undercut should work here.
It should, and we should hopefully be in for a two-stop. Unless people are going for the medium to hards, the people in the top 10 should be going for a two-stop strategy, which we don't see very often these days, as Rain is the fourth man into the 110s. Just been joined by a pro gamer shortly before that. Now the man to watch is, of course, Kieran, who is now coming to the stadium section of the track.
Kieran, where is Kieran?
He's down there.
At the bottom of the grid. He hasn't set a lap time yet.
Yep, he had to abort the first one because I think he got held up by Kagorniak. So
this time's looking very strong.
his second set of tyres.
He too,
Oh, look
off
at
the
that.
bat.
10.6. Good lap there from Kieran. He's back on it. He wants to give those home fans something to cheer about. Anyone else on a lap? Looks like Aurelian is on a lap, but he's just under a tenth down on his time. Rain should be on his way in after setting his lap. What about Patrick Robert? He is on an in lap. Fitzy is half a second down, so he might not be improving. Alros down in 14th. I forgot about that. He is now on another quick lap. We'll have a little ride on board with him. Zandvoort, one of those tracks where you can take curb, but you've got to be careful, because you take too much, and like most tracks, you'll be spinning.
Yes, the curves are very inconsistent here. Some curves you can ride over and they don't do anything. Yeah, other curves you'll clip by the slightest millimetre, and all of a sudden you've gone spinning out into the wall.
Look at that. Aurelian just goes provisional pole of 10.4. Yeah, it's almost like the curbs have their own random RNG.
Yeah,
And,
it's very
well,
much
that's a Ferrari off.
very much a hit or miss on the curbs. You've got to be very careful on them.
What can Aros do then? Did he put himself further up? Oh, 11.2, so it's a lot better, but still 8/10 off provisional pole. Maybe this isn't a track that Aros particularly likes. It's a very short track, but it's very easy to make mistakes around here and lose a lot of time.
Backed corners, they just make it so hard, especially when you're going for moves in the race, because they just grip just makes it so difficult to finally grip. And of course, up the bank, you've increased your distance by a good margin to the car who's got the inside line.
Yep. Right, David and Kuba, I believe he'll be coming in. That looks like a bit of a slow one.
Well, I don't know.
No, he is. Does he improve? He does. The fifth. Oh, what do I know? What do I know? He goes fifth for 1:10.9. A great lap there by David and Kuba. I think he's on his way back to the pits. What about Mr. Leon's? Currently 3/10 up on his lap. He'll need to improve a little bit more than that if he wants to make his way up the grid.
Audrey Porter not doing too well on this lap. He's aborted that one. He can't be bothered. Hey, Gordiak looking to improve. Vegeta takes back P1.
Oh, look at that. It's definitely hotting up at the front, isn't it?
Aurelian, Kieran and Vegeta, they all want P1. Because they know following on the circuit is hard.
Especially through that fast right-handers. The dirty air gets right up on your grill. It's so easy to spin.
Dirty air in here is a nightmare. It just, the grip's already hard enough as it is, especially if you clip the curb. But if you clip that curb with dirty air, you're guaranteed to be spinning, really.
Yep, and Leon's unfortunately not able to make it under the 12s, so he is...
Joel retires.
15th, and Joel, I don't know where he's retired.
Come up in Sector 2.
Yeah, look, yeah, he has. That's a bit of an odd place to retire, to be honest. But I'm sure we've all done it there. As Pro Gamer exits the last corner. Can he improve? He does. Back up to 4th. Because 3 tenths, and he's up to 4th. So just over a 10th off provisional pole.
He gets disqualified for
facing the wrong way.
The wrong way.
That's
a bit unorthodox. You don't see that one a lot.
Yeah. No, maybe he had a spin, but an odd one there. Alright then, who's next? Elite Risk. I was up to 3rd.
Is that EQR Rain also?
Oh, and Rain's gone as well.
And again,
this track catching a lot of drivers out.
Coming out
Origin Finn, he is. Oh, look at that Origin Finn. He's got a slipstream. Oh, look at that. His teammates helping him. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And Origin Finn's
on purpose,
himself
but not
up into
too
the
much
top
of an
10.
advantage.
Nice work there from the Ferrari guys, if that wasn't intentional. It's moved Finn up into the top 10.
Auros doesn't seem to be enjoying himself on this track. He's close to spinning out there.
He's on his outlap as well.
He's on his outlap, and he was very close to spinning out on his outlap. He's clearly not feeling too confident on this circuit.
So we've just got probably, the timer says 5.5 minutes, but we've probably got at least 6 or 7 minutes left. So everyone pretty much in the pits. So it looks like everyone's going for one more run. Quite a split between the field actually. There's 2.2 seconds between Vegeta on provisional pole and Jake down there in 16th.
Some people just understand this circuit, and others just, the bank corners throw you off if you don't know how to take them properly.
I will hold my hands up, and I am all for this circuit.
I very much like this circuit. However, last time I raced here, my race got ruined.
Yeah, I like it. It's not very good at it.
I nearly set provisional pole here last time I raced here, but unfortunately I got pushed down to 3rd.
Right then, who was going to be the first man out? It looks like we've got Auros to ride on board with. Just started his final run by the looks of it.
Dodgy coming out of that corner there.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
He's just not looking too planted.
He's down in his first sector. He's down in the first sector. Clearly
just not feeling it on this track. This is a completely different Auros to the one we saw last week.
Definitely for the whole season, to be honest. Auros is usually up there in the top 5, and he's down there in 10th position. In sector 2, can he go faster in sector 2?
No.
He's down by 2 tenths, so he's not improved again.
Oh, he's messed
I wonder
up
if he'll abort. I wonder if he'll abort and go again. He's got the time, but has he got another set of tyres? Oh, when he runs wide in validates and definitely going now.
Doesn't really matter anyway. I reckon he's straight into the pits.
Yeah, straight into the pits. He hasn't got enough fuel for another run.
If he's quick enough, then he can get another one in there, but...
Yeah. Right then, I believe it's Jake. Nope, Fitzy. Fitzy is next in line.
That's 3 seconds. It's not looking good for Fitzy. As he clips the gravel there and misses the apex. Oh god, this is not a very good lap.
I'll tell you what, he's a second behind, and if he improves by half a second, you know,
that's considerable progress. If half a second is all you need.
It is. So, and that is Podgy Porter in the wall. Oh, I caught that right as I was scrolling through, and he's lost it.
Patrick, no, not Patrick Robert. David's coming around to it though.
Yes, I think Jake is the next one to cross the line, and he's half of it. Oh, the back end is... Jake, I tell you what, that corner, I can't remember what corner number it is, but everyone's getting a lot of traction, a lot less traction. The tails are wagging. Jake was half a second up on his own lap.
Oh, there goes
he does, but he's still 16th for Jake. That is...
Rebellion comes through. People are not liking Sector 2 today.
Right.
Oh, as Lyons also goes for another spin. Was that an auto retrack? Was that an auto reset to track I saw there?
Clip it if you think it did.
Very naughty if that was from Lyons. Leon, how do you say? Is it Leon's?
Yeah, I'll say Lyons, just because it's French. Even though he's not. I think it is Lions, but I will say Lyons.
He's coming around. Kay Gorniak coming around on his out lap to start his last flyer. And he is off. Taking the wide line through turn 1. Now, if I remember correctly, in real life, the wide line through turn 1 was faster than the narrow line, which is very strange.
It's not turn 1, I believe it's turn... whatever that next hairpin is. I need to get the track up. I usually have the track up, here we go.
Gorniak improving by 0.015 seconds. Very fine margins.
It was turn 3. Turn 3 is where the banking was overpowered in real life. Where they kind of went all around the outside, didn't they?
Yes. Alonso making it. I remember Alonso making a stunning move.
Yep.
Hey, Gorniak improving on his time. 0.1 second.
Yep. So the top 4, the top 5 split by just over 2 tenths. Who's the first to cross the line? Let's have a look. I believe it's Aurelian who has done a lap, but he didn't improve. I think Kieran. I think Kieran has aborted this lap. Yep, he was half a second up. Now he's 8 seconds down.
Origin Finn wanting to improve. Just not enough. Improves his time. A 1 minute 11 dead.
Oh.
How many times do you see that?
It's like you rarely see.
Kieran can't improve on his time. I think he had to abort that one.
What about Vegeta?
It's elite risk. No, it doesn't improve enough.
Vegeta coming around the final corner. Can he improve on his lap time?
Yes, he can. What a stunner.
Another 2 tenths. 1:10.248.
Vegeta showing everyone how it's done.
Aurelian's down, so I think Aurelian's done. Elite Risk is done. Pro Gamer is next.
Elite Risk is
the front runners.
Elite Risk is... I mean, he's going to want to capitalise everything on here. He hasn't got a teammate to help him boost the points, so he's going to have to do everything himself.
Pro Gamer has invalidated. That's him done. So, it's up to Kieran to dethrone the Prince.
Kieran is improving on his time, but very, very slightly. Will it be enough? Very tidy through
he's
sector 3.
Oh, he got away with that one, didn't he?
Very, very tidy through sector 3. DRS in the
final corner then. And he goes up to 4th.
Just gets above Pro Gamer.
Whoa.
Elite Risk comes down. He's already finished. That's it.
It is. Everyone's done their laps. Everyone's got a checkered flag by their name.
Hello, I have Auros coming in saying it's a wet race.
Oh, excellent.
That'll be very interesting on this circuit.
Sounds fun. So while we're here, Mr. Killer, why don't you give us the qualifying rundown?
Well, we have Vegeta ranking up with an absolute banger of a lap. 1 minute 10.2, stunner to round off on pole position, followed by Aurelian nipping at his heels. Then we have Elite Risk to round off our top 3, followed by Kieran and Pro Gamer. I ain't got long left, let's round off top 5. Then Kay Gorniak, David, Patrick Robert, EQR Rain, and Origin Finn, which takes us through our top 10 in the points. We then followed by Auros, not a very good qualifying session from him as a championship leader. Followed by Joel, Fitzy, Podgy Porter, and Leon's, I don't know, on our 15th. Followed by Jake, F1 Safe Master, and Pack Bussy to round off our grid just in time.
So I was about to say that Aros is in the perfect position in 11th, but raining, then maybe not.
If raining, we will see a massive skill gap here. People who can actually control it. I mean, wet racing is hard enough as it is, but on a banked circuit, this is going to be a real test for these drivers.
I think that's full wets.
That's
Inters.
That is Inters weather.
Yeah, I saw a few puddles and I got excited, thought it was wet. But
not enough right there, but we will see who the best drivers are at the minute. So Auros could actually bring this back here.
Yeah, it's a shame Fury Knights isn't racing because he's very good in the wet.
Well, I see him in the rain, but yeah, I've heard that he's decent. I've heard that he can make moves in the rain.
Yep. Although, from what my memory serves me right, when we were here in season 3, he had a torrid time around here. Obviously, that was a dry race, which Kieran he didn't luck into, but he certainly took advantage of everyone else's misadventures, should we say. There's a lot of safety cars, and unfortunately, this is one of the tracks where, unfortunately, we might get a few safety car glitches.
Safety car glitches are prominent here. Safety cars in general happen a lot here, and in the rain as well. This could either be really exciting or very, very safety car.
So, Alice has got a lot of work to do tonight. He's out of the 6 races so far. He's been on the podium 5 times, so he's got a lot of work to do if he wants his 5th podium.
Everyone on the intermediate tyre
of the season.
The obvious choice.
Yep. So far this season, we've had Kieran win 3 races, Alros will win 2, and Elite Risk win the other. So, with the weather, will we get a new winner? Tonight, we've got Vegeta up there, we've got Aurelian. Now, Aurelian, I'm going to curse him again, because he has that luck. Well, he doesn't have that luck, he has no luck. So, it's like, I'm just going to say it now, I'm going to do the opposite curse. Something will happen to Aurelian, and he will go down the order, and then come back again, because that's...
Who knows, maybe the rain will change things up, luck-wise.
You never know. Good to see David and Cooper up there in 7th. And Kay Gorniak, actually, a good mention of Kay Gorniak, actually. Although I like to call Mr. Consistent. He's back up there in the top 6. Look out for him tonight. He's usually got a good race pace and good strategies.
David in P7. Now, I've watched David for a couple races now, and he's fast. He has the potential to rival the lads near the top in the higher midfield, but he's just so accident-prone. It's almost quite frightening because you see it a lot. I've seen him in a lot of accidents and a lot of spins, and it's just, if he can just hunker down his car, he can be a very solid high midfield driver.
He can indeed. He had a bit of a streak last season actually, where I think he finished the points in every race apart from one.
If he can just find that form again, he's definitely got good chances here.
Yep. So. Formation lap will start very shortly. One thing I found about this game actually is that, as annoying as it sounds, it's actually sometimes easier just to sit on the grid, hit the wall, sit on the grid, and your tyres end up being warmer than the guys doing the formation lap, which
really
shouldn't be a thing, but unfortunately it is. Yeah.
Well, I can imagine everyone next race now hearing you say that is going to be using that strategy.
Well, it kind of defeats the object of the formation lap, doesn't it? I mean, we want to do it, we want to be more realistic, but unfortunately...
People shouldn't be doing that because the formation lap actually does help with connection issues.
Yeah. I was not, of course, advocating that at all, just pointing out a little bit of a flaw.
Yes, for everyone watching this, if you are racing in our league, please don't do that.
Or any league for that matter, because it's not
any league racers watching that, just don't, because it's slightly infuriating.
Yeah.
Who is that who's got off the road there? That's Patrick Robert who's got off into gravel.
Excellent.
Who knows? Maybe he's got a TV. He's listening into us.
Maybe. But he's still in 8th gear, strangely, so I don't know what's happening there. He's being very slow, and he's going to potentially cause everyone to have very good... Look at that, Vegeta's gone off. Look at Vegeta, he's on the grid already, and Patrick Roberts all the way around here. Vegeta's going to have a long wait on those tyres. The front two as well, there's a lot of space between these guys. And Patrick Roberts is still down now.
Aros and Joel backing up the back, wanting to maximise the tyre temperature.
I wonder if there's an issue with Patrick Roberts' car. Oh, there we go. He's sped up a little bit now. But he's certainly holding the queue up, isn't he?
Everyone rounds off.
All the other cars are pretty much lined up now. So we will.
Now it says intermediates here, but you never know. This race may go dry halfway through, especially underneath the soft tyre. I'm going to assume that the soft tyre is going to be bought out at some point during this race.
Yep. As Patrick Roberts gets itself into position, we now wait for the Masters that are the red lights. The 5 red lights of doom.
It should be exciting.
Yeah. It might even be a race for attrition. As the red lights start to go out. And we are... Go! Looks like a decent start for most people.
Vegeta getting a lovely start in the rain.
No, but look at that. Aurelian's alongside.
Oh, no, Aurelian's on the inside.
Look at that.
Oh, can Vegeta get the switch back there?
Oh,
and a massive crash there.
It's Kieran. Kieran. Oh, no, it's Kieran.
No, the home driver.
The home favourite who was wanting to put on a show. He's down in the order.
And Goya losing a lot of spaces.
Oh, dear me. Look at a lot of drivers make up places. Jake was at the top at one point, but he's back down to 17th.
Fantastic start there.
Yeah, really a fantastic start.
Who's that? As David's going slow. David spun. Oh God, he's really not looking good for David here. What did I say?
Yeah, these tyres obviously aren't warm enough. These guys,
he's
lost his front wing.
He's crashed his front wing. He's going to have to replace that in the rain. There's no way.
Gorniak's down the order as well. He's had a bit of an issue.
Oh, Kieran is not looking too good for him.
David and Kubo, Gorniak, Kieran all suffering at the start.
As
Kieran gets past Jake, Jake's obviously got wing damage. He won't be going that slow. As Aurelian comes round the final corner, he's going to come under pressure from Vegeta here. Looks like Vegeta got a better exit.
Vegeta's going to go for it. Is he going to sniff a move out? No, backing off. No, why is that?
One of the good things about rain, of course, is that there's no DRS. So tonight it's pure speed overtaking. If you overtake the car in front, you've got the speed.
You do say that, however, but the drivers who can manage their ERS, especially around here in the rain, that will give them a hefty advantage if they can do it properly.
Both Alpines in the pit as well. Bussy is having to double stack, and that is not ideal. He'll be sitting there for another 20 seconds because unfortunately the game mechanics can't work out.
He's just caught in that slipstream. It's so hard to catch up to drivers in front in this track.
Yes. Pro Gamer looking a bit racy as well, up there in third position.
Pro Gamer's doing very well.
Pro Gamer is a very fast driver. It was the 2020 game. He was very, very fast, and if he had started all the races in his first season, he probably would have won the championship.
Who's that? F1 Safe
Pro Gamer.
Taking a bit of a spin.
I don't know. When a new game came out, he wasn't quite as fast. Now let's look at that. He's already on the tail. Aurelian holding these two up.
That was a shame for F1 Safe Master. He was doing really well.
Not quite flat out, but
he's not close enough there. That won't be a move.
Look, and I think Aurelian's gone a bit bold.
The Gamer going to stay in the fast lap.
Yep. It looks like Aurelian has underfueled himself because his fuel light keeps flashing yellow. So Aurelian expecting a safety car tonight then.
Expecting a safety car, it's a brave strategy, but if he's got that wrong in the rain...
Bus has gone round again, coming out the pits.
Oh God, it is not looking
coming out
too
the pits,
good
sorry,
for
around
Bussy.
that corner there. A very easy corner
struggling for really great. Jesus, that car's sliding everywhere.
And Joel's now in the pits for a new wing. Yeah.
Who's that got off? Is that EQR Rain? That is.
Is it Rain?
Slow. He's had a bit of a dodgy one there.
Oh. Dear me, it's all happening tonight.
Are the Hearts going to have a bit of a fight here, or are they going to respect each other as teammates? Oh, it's looking very close between these two.
Really still out front
in
now.
The points.
He is. He's made his way up from 11th.
He's going to try and make a move from Patrick Robert on the next straight, isn't he?
Bussy has retired. I think he's had enough. I don't blame him, to be honest, after that little horror.
And Virgil
We've got a VSC out. So has Bussy actually retired on the straight? Oh look, you can see his wing.
No, who's
and
that?
There's his car.
That's F1
That was
Safemaster
Bussy.
going extremely slow.
So Bussy actually generally retired there. The VSC is out.
Safemaster's definitely got damage of some description. There's no way.
Well, the VSC's out, so he can't be going too fast. Kieran has made his way back up to
almost
13th.
1.5 seconds. As Pro Gamer goes very, very close there. You have to be careful. Safety cars in the rain. My goodness me! If you can't do that properly, that's very it's very dangerous in terms of time penalties.
Yeah, definitely.
Elite Risks lost one position on the race start, but still looking good, still looking strong.
Looks like you're right about Safemaster. He's in the pits for a new.
That was a shame for Safemaster. He had a very good start to the race.
He did.
He was doing extremely well.
Origin Finn up in 5th after starting 10th. A good start for him. We've already mentioned Aros, Fitzy up for 4 places. Leon's up 4 places. Bodgy Porter up 2. Kieran, of course, the biggest loser so far.
Kieran's just really not. He's really not had good luck these past few races, has he?
No, he's.
Flags go green.
Oh, there we are. We're back under racing.
Kieran automatically going for a move on the Ferrari. Tries to go down the inside. Hardy's made that work. Look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, and that is why he was a champion. And look, he's backed by Leon's as well. So
Leon's
2 cars and 2 corners.
That.
So Kieran making easy work so far. He's almost back in the points. Only 4 places behind Aros now. His championship leader.
K Gorniak gets past. Can Fitzy respond going to turn 1? Simply doesn't have the speed.
At the moment, the championship is between Aros and Kieran. Obviously, Aros sitting on 110 points. Kieran on 176. 3rd place is Fury, and he's on 46 points, and he's not even racing tonight. And you've got Elite Risk. Elite Risk on 42 points. So. Oh, and EQ Rain's gone. He's lost it.
Rain.
Oh, and that could be a full course safety car.
That is a full course safety car.
It is. So a bit of reprieve. The pack will
Kieran
bunch
is
up.
in the points, however, due to that.
He is. Look at that. Up into the points, just like that.
Are we going to see drivers pit now? Or are we going to see them leave it?
I think intermediate tyres are quite durable. So I think a 1-stop is probably likely on the intermediates.
I can't imagine, unless you've got damage, anyone using a 2-stop strategy. It simply doesn't add up.
No. But then, of course, you could obviously bet on another safety car coming out.
You could,
but then you've still got 31 laps to do.
But is that a risk that these drivers are willing to take? I don't think so.
It doesn't look like anyone's pitting so far. Everyone's still on the intermediates. No penalties as well so far.
To the safety car.
Yep. So only the bottom 4 have made a stop so far. From
there is the Aston Martin advantage.
Prestigious 1 to 12 yet to make a pit stop.
Keeping your tyres warm here under safety car is hard enough as it is. But in the rain, these drivers must be having a nightmare.
And that last corner is going to catch a few people out.
It's called me out a few times racing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even when it's just dry, it's hard enough as it is. So in the wet with cold tyres, it's going to be even worse.
You go around the surface session.
Oh,
He's
he's tired, so I imagine he's quite frustrated. Another driver who's got the potential to be a championship contender. He just needs that bit of luck to realise his potential.
Origin Finn having a very good race so far in that Ferrari.
Yep, up 5 places.
Could he potentially sit us on the podium?
He could do. He could do. Anything can happen. We've still got 30 laps to go. Probably another one under the safety car at least.
I mean, if he keeps up the form he's had so far, I could see it happening.
Definitely. Definitely.
It is truly an art form, racing in the rain. It's just so unpredictable.
Yeah, whether you're on the pad or the wheel, it's definitely a unique experience.
I prefer it, to be honest. I prefer racing in the rain. I'm faster in the rain.
Oh, that's a statement.
Obviously not over lap times, but when it comes to the race, I prefer rain.
I'll tell you what would be good. If you're listening or you're watching Codemasters, when we're spectators, let us ride on board with the safety car. I think that would be a nice little treat, that would. I don't know why.
Addition. Yeah, you're right there. That would actually be really cool.
Yeah. Safety car comes out, you can come on board. Look behind. You can... I just forgot the driver's name now. Is it Van der Meade? No, he's the medical guy, isn't he?
I know what driver you're talking about. I don't know his name.
I can't remember his bloody name. He's been doing it pretty longer than I live.
This lap.
There we go.
Aurelian gets the jump.
Car is in.
He's going to be back. He's
Really
starting to back up that grid.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time to back it up. Pit lane, of course, is closed. So we're right on board with Aurelian. So I wonder how cold his tyres
Pro Gamer
are.
Vegeta getting very close there. Pro Gamer, he wants to go for it. He's raring to go.
Oh, he's not giving Vegeta any space, is he?
No, he's not.
I think Aurelian. Oh no, he's gone.
Aurelian's gone.
Oh, he's gone full
And he has
throttle
got
on
the
that
jump
last
on
corner.
Vegeta there. Vegeta didn't see it coming.
Aurelian's got the jump. What about Vegeta then? Oh, he's got
Gamer,
pressure from Pro Gamer. Pro Gamer's going to the inside.
Oh, he makes it stick.
He does. Pro Gamer up into second position. Great move there. Vegeta caught napping.
Really messed up that safety car restart.
A lot of drivers towards the back end, swapping positions again.
A lot of movement in the grid.
Yeah, Kieran up to 9th and Aros down to 8th. So the championship contenders are now lying astern with each other.
And Kieran
right.
Oh yeah, they're having a fight between the championship. Let's go.
He's right on the back end now, isn't he? Kieran obviously looks like he's done a better job of keeping those tyres warm. Oh, as Kieran gets a wheel on the grass and you can see the tail was wagging very happily there. That's not something you want
Kieran
in
needs
wet conditions.
He needs to pay attention now. There's no time for rookie mistakes.
Right. No sign of Vegeta coming back at Pro Gamer just yet. It looks like Aurelian does have the speed, you know. He's every now and then the gap goes back up to 8 tenths. And let's have a look. Let's see how brave he is on lap 2. How much throttle? Ooh, a little lift. And back on it. As we see Podgy Porter overtake Fitzy to get into the points. But you can see there Pro Gamer is slightly faster. But the lead belongs to Aurelian at the moment, as Origin
he may be faster,
getting past Elite Risk.
And overtaking, driving and catching up is one thing, but overtaking is another. And in the rain,
be careful, guys. Here we go. Oh, banging wheels. All's fair in love and war. Is Elite Risk going to come back now? He wants that full position back. Looks like Origin Finn has kept it for now. He's, at the front, Pro Gamer is now just over half a second away from Aurelian. So could we see Pro Gamer take the lead? Pro Gamer saving his ERS, which is quite impressive because Pro Gamer is usually one of those drivers that likes to deploy all of it very early on.
Yes.
So he's been quite conservative so far. And of course, in the rain, the ERS does
Have a
harvest
huge
that much
effect in
better
the
as
rain.
well.
David gets into the points, passing Podgy.
I'm enjoying this camera angle for once. Cody's got a great camera angle. Let's see how close
Pro
Gamer
Gamer
can get.
deploying all of it, trying to deploy the RS. I take it Aurelian is 2.
Not
enough.
He was. The straight's
Gets
just
a
not long enough
tidy
as Vegeta.
line through there though.
Vegeta's fallen down by a second, so I wonder if he's got a small issue. As Kegonic and Paget Robert are going at it around these first couple of corners. All a bit of luck there.
Those two drivers there. Aros and Kieran. Kieran desperately trying to get past ours.
Kieran taking a bit of Kieran takes a bit of an unorthodox lineman now as we got a yellow flag.
Who's that? That's David.
It's David and Kuba. It's another safety car.
I can imagine everyone will see now.
I don't know. I think for these one-stoppers, that's still too early. If you're going for a two-stop, then yeah, the window is definitely open if you want a two-stop.
The problem is though, we can't see the weather forecast. So could the track be predicted to be dry near the end of this race? And if so, should they go for the tyres now?
The talk in the paddock is that it should be a full wet race.
Full wet race throughout the entire thing.
That is the whispers.
Making
that is the weather forecast.
intermediates last 26 laps. That's a risky move. Brilliant, does not come into the pits.
Oh, look at that. Pro Gamer dives in.
Pro Gamer is.
Oh, and there's Vegeta in the pits as well. He is. Look at that. So, that is a two-stop then for these two.
As Origin Finn doesn't come into the pits, now up into the second place.
No. A few drivers in the pits though. Elite Risk, Aros, Kieran, all in the pits. So bold strategies are being played out right now.
Massive change. I can barely keep up on the grid.
Pro Gamer
As Leon
gets
a 3-second time penalty.
Pro Gamer comes out in 6th position, so he hasn't lost a lot of time, you know.
He hasn't lost, but he's now got Podgy Porter in front of him, who is having a spectacular race so far, along with him. Both the Ferraris on form today.
Yep. Look at that. Origin Finn second, Kegoniak third, Patrick Robert, Podgy Porter, so a definite mix-up of the order. And Jacob into 9th now. Oh, as Leon's managed to get a track extensions penalty under the safety car. Excellent stuff. So Kieran and Aros still together. They can't be separated just yet.
Neither in the points.
Aros is one of those drivers who likes to stretch his tyres. So it'll be interesting to see if Aros does try in a one-stop. But this track is quite notorious for tyre wear, so I can't imagine those tyres will go to the end now.
Yeah, the front tyres hate this circuit, especially the banks.
Yeah.
Those front right tyres on that first banks corner, they're practically screaming at you halfway through it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of banking around here. Well, at least 2 corners anyway.
Gate's having a very good race too.
He is. He's back up in
7
7th
places
after his. Yep. He pitted on lap 1, I think it was, for a new nose. So he's made his way back up. He'll have to pit again, of course. Let's have a quick look to see.
But the rate these safety cars are coming out, who knows? Maybe you might get a free one in the future.
So yeah, top 5 all on 11 lap old tyres. Obviously Pro Gamer on his fresh set. Joel's on 8 lap tyres. Vegeta on his fresh tyres. Jake's tyres are 9 laps old. And then everyone else from 10th to 15th is on fresh tyres. So we've got different strategies, which is something we'd all love to see. Because traffic, when Aurelian pits, traffic could come into play. So it's all going to be...
This could turn into a very hectic race very quickly.
Yeah. And of course, it's still raining, so there's still a lot of errors to be made, I imagine.
Safety car is in this lap. Can Aurelian get another brilliant start like he did last time?
He did really well the first time, didn't he? So let's see.
He really did. He really caught Vegeta napping there. However, Origin Finn is leaving him no space.
Let's see how early he goes this time. Last time he went just before the banking, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Obviously, he's got a different driver behind him this time.
To do the same. Yes, but will the same tricks work? As the throttle goes down.
He's gone again.
Origin Finn not falling for it quite as hard as
No.
Vegeta did, but it's not getting a good exit for that corner.
No. If anything, it's Kagorniak who's going to be attacking Finn. Well, Kagorniak's got a bit of a run. Well, he broke.
It's still against it. It's still against it.
Yeah, probably wise at this time of the race. It looks like no one.
As Kieran gets past Auros.
And look at that.
Down the inside on turn one.
And Auros has slipped back a bit as well.
Very, very slowly.
He somehow got damage.
It
doesn't look like it from the outside, but it doesn't look like he's going full beans, does it?
No, it does not. I'd be ashamed from Auros. He was having a good race.
Oh,
that was
so close. Oh, that was. I was on board with Auros there, and that's a poo your pants moment. That is. Someone order Auros a fresh set of overalls
to avoid that one.
That was cat-like reaction. That was from Auros. Very good driving there, but he's definitely got damage because he's fallen 2 seconds behind Kieran.
Pro Gamer right on the tail of Patrick Robert. He's going to want him on that next straight.
It looks like elite risk.
He's got fresher tyres and all. He wants Patrick Robert here, and he's got the tyres to do so. And he's got the ERS as well. Can he make the move happen? Goes down the main straight, trying to get as close to him as possible.
Oh, and is that Jake? I think Jake's had a moment around the final banking.
Oh no, Jake's for the moment. Oh no, he's spun on the main straight.
He's kept his wing, or his wheel, I should say, but it doesn't look like he's got any wing damage either because he's carried on.
Patrick Robert.
He does. So Pro Gamer making use of those fresh tyres up into 4th position.
Super clean moves in the fresh tyre. Patrick Robert goes in the grass a little bit there. Lucky, saved it. That's very, very well done from Patrick Robert to not spin out there.
Those two drivers holding up Vegeta.
Joel tries to go down the inside on that corner. Can he keep it? Can he make the move down the inside again? It's contact. As his wheel clips the grass, Patrick Robert trying to find it with all he can, goes round the outside trying to keep that position. Joel trying to fight and fend him off, and he does keep the place. Vegeta, however, though, has gained a massive position from those two having a rockets. But just thinks wisely after going against the inside there.
Very exciting stuff in the rain here in Zandvoort. Zandvoort proving to be a great venue
to make that move happen.
Yeah, and Vegeta is right behind Joel now, so you'd expect Vegeta on these fresher tyres.
He's going to have a good run at him for 2 to 10 1.
Yeah. Both employing the ERS.
Onto the dirty part of the circuit.
But, look at that, there's not enough straight for Vegeta to get close. So Joel stays in 5th for now. Aurelian keeping the gap to about a second to Origin Finn out front. So Origin Finn proving that he's got the race pace. Qualified in 10th. So good showing from Origin Finn, as we said before.
Wanting to look at Kagorniak here again, also on fresher tyres.
Yeah, as Elite Risk has got Boss Podgy Porter down the order, chopping and changing constantly.
Auros once again fighting. The fight for 9th place between Podgy, Kieran, and Auros.
It looks like Auros has recovered.
Elite Risk having a fight with Patrick Robert.
5-car battle here for 7th position.
Again, trying to get around the outside through this corner. Just trying to keep on the throttle. Can he get on the throttle soon enough? What a manoeuvre from the McLaren.
Great racing there from these guys. He's got to watch out. He's got Kieran behind him as well now. And Pro Gamer has got past Kagorniak.
Auros is also going to need to make a move on Podgy if he wants to get in those points.
And here
He
comes
definitely
Kieran.
has the run out of it.
He's got a
Down the
better
main
run.
straight. Podgy Porter defending hard.
Well, Kieran, oh look at that, Kieran breaks later.
Into turn 1. No, I think it's against it again.
No, Aros not quite close enough. However, Kieran has got past Patrick Robert. Patrick Robert not
however,
back up,
hello,
though.
Aros going up the inside. Can he put it around the back?
Great move by Aros there.
Very, very good move.
So just the one car again between Kieran and Patrick Robert. Fantastic racing through the field from these two.
Aros keeping DRS on through the corners. That's brave in the rain.
We are approaching half distance, so Aurelian will have to pit any time on the next 2 to 3 laps, you'd think. Those safety cars would have helped out his tyre wear a bit.
Aros is catching up to Patrick Robert, and he is catching up fast.
Yes, indeed. Battles all up and down the pack. The first 7 are kind of a split a little bit now. But from 7th down, we're having a party. An overtaking party.
Patrick Robert going around that corner wide. With his Aros even closer. Less than half a second. Can he get him? It's 0.3 of a second down the straight. Will Aros go for this move here, or can Patrick Robert just hold him off? Doesn't have enough straight. As Fitzy gets past Podgy Porter.
Podgy Porter's into the pits, which looks like his schedule. Oh no, it's a new front wing of Podgy Porter, which might explain some of his pace deficit.
Aros locking up a little bit into that corner there. He really wants to get past Patrick Robert, but he just can't find room to overtake.
Pro Gamer has he's caught up by a second to Origin Finn.
Pro Gamer is having a fantastic race. Origin, as Aros goes wide there.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag. It looks like it's a spinner. It's Leon's. He's still got all 4 wheels intact though. Looks like Kegoniak is keeping the Giata quite honest on those older tyres. Joel up there in 6th. Start the train as Leon's has gone again. Looks like his tyres are being red raw at the moment.
Those tyres will be worn and roasting hot.
Yep. Oh, and Joel gets all out of shape. And Elite Risk is going to be sniffing that blood.
Elite Risk wanting to move up the grid. He needs the points from McLaren.
He's got a good exit though, and it looks like, if anything, it could be Elite Risk coming under pressure from Kieran. But once again, the straight isn't quite long enough.
Elite Risk braking very late, wanting to maximise run.
Patrick coming under attack from Aros. Oh, and Aros! Oh, is it coming together? Oh my God! There's a smash!
Smashing Patrick Robert.
It was unavoidable, unfortunately. Patrick Robert and Aros had coming together, and then
oh God, Fitzy's going to be fine to see that on the track now.
Fitzy ploughed into them. He was a passenger in that accident, unfortunately.
Aros's car looks fine from the cameras, but I don't know if there's damage. Oh.
It was his front. It was his front wing that made contact with Patrick Robert.
He looks up the speed as he makes the move down the inside on Patrick Robert. But struggling to keep on the track there, just too much.
It looks like Patrick Robert has lost his right front end plate.
Aros passes easily through there. Oh no, Patrick Robert is going to try fight it, but it just doesn't have the aerodynamics at this point. Needs to get past Fitzy through the inside. Fitzy does move out the way. Good sportsmanship there.
So Aros then 9 seconds behind Kieran now.
A fight for 6th place, however, between Elite Risk, Kieran and Joel.
Will Aros pit? Has he pitted yet?
Kieran's going to want to make the move on Elite Risk. He gets a brilliant exit as Joel does go into the pits. And who's that? That's Origin Finn. He's had a spin.
Oh no! Out on turn 1, Origin Finn has lost it. And that's promoted Pro Gamer up into 2nd position.
And Aurelian's
retired! Oh no, Aurelian! I said it, didn't I? And that is a safety car.
You called it. The commentator's curse strikes once again.
That's not even a curse. That's just the luck of Aurelian.
What a shame. He was having a fantastic race. As another safety car comes out.
He's led.
That is going to benefit these one-stoppers immensely.
Yes. Aurelian's led every single lap.
Jake, they're all going to want to pit this lap. And they've pretty much been handed a pit stop on a silver platter.
Yeah. Such a shame for Aurelian. He had led every lap.
As Pro Gamer leads this Grand Prix.
He was looking favourite to win this race. But unfortunately, he's...
Pro Gamer having absolute class race so far.
You would say that Pro Gamer is now probably the favourite. He's made one stop so far. If he pits now, then he could go to the end of the race. So he'll be laughing, really, if Pro Gamer pits, because he's got Kagorniak, who hasn't stopped yet. Vegeta's stopped. Orange and Finn and Fourth hasn't stopped yet. And Pro Gamer, he does. So Pro Gamer does go in.
He needs to. His tyres. Wait.
Everyone coming into the pits.
7 lap old tyres.
Vegeta's staying out, though. Vegeta's staying out.
Kagorniak is going to pits as well. Vegeta does lead the Grand Prix now.
Elite Risk stays out. Kieran stays out. That's interesting.
Elite Risk
guys
also not pitting.
So
That's a very strange decision from Pro Gamer there to pit. Those tyres weren't very old.
They weren't, but he can now take this new pair to the end. Whereas
yeah, he has not lost a lot of positions on that one, so he will be rapid.
You imagine, you look at that program, he's up in 4th position. You imagine that the top 3 will have to pit again.
Kieran having an absolutely spectacular race so far.
Yep, Vegeta, Elite Risk, Kieran, all on 8-lap-old intermediates.
Aros hasn't pit, from what I can see, so there is clearly nothing wrong with that car.
No.
He's very lucky to get away from that unscathed.
Very, very lucky, because that was a big shunt. So, Vegeta is your new leader. Vegeta, who of course qualified in 2nd place. No, Vegeta was pole, I'm afraid.
Vegeta was
pole, wasn't he? So he's back up to
so if he can keep
his pole position.
As there's a bit of a switch between Pro Gamer and Kagorniak. What's going on there?
I think they were just warming their tyres up. So, funnily enough, if you look down the order, everyone has gained at least 1 place, apart from Paget Robert, who's gone down 3 places, but everyone else has gone up at least 1 place.
Not looking good for Patrick Robert, is it, for the Williams?
Unfortunately, not. No. But if we have a look at their tyre life, Patrick Robert is on fresh tyres, so he can go to the end. Same as Joel and Orange and Finn, Pro Gamer called Kagorniak.
F1 safe master, also on decently new tyres.
Yep.
Already having a fantastic race.
So Vegeta, Elite Risk and Kieran on 9-lap-old tyres. It is possible for a 1-stop, but you never know.
Everything's getting very racked up. Just got to... Pro Gamer gets on the AI, so I hope that those tyres stay nice and warm.
Yeah. So let's have a look at who's got the fastest lap at the moment.
I believe it's Aurelian.
It's Pro Gamer actually at the moment. Well, 120.0. So an extra point.
That will be broken in a matter of minutes on those new tyres.
Yeah, he's currently 4 tenths quicker than anyone else, going by that pace. But only 4 retirements so far, 21 laps. That's why these guys are tier 1.
Yeah, these guys are painful to race up against. I've taken part in a few tier 1 races myself, and they can be, these guys, they do show you up if you're not prepared.
And I think thanks to Leon's, the ZTR is staying out at least 1 more lap. So these guys, the front 3 who are going to be hoping to go to the end, have got an extra lap of... Oh no, look at that, a very late call. The safety car is in, and that has properly screwed over Vegeta, because he can't do anything now.
He's going to hate that.
Oh,
he goes there,
terrible
trying to get the jump on Elite, but Elite is just...
The cars are all bunched up.
Completely screwed him up there.
This could be a jungle sale, but nope, they're all nicely going into turn 1.
Up the inside, Pro Gamer nearly clipping the wall there.
Everyone getting around the first couple of corners safely.
Oh, it's very, very bunched up on the grid. Pro Gamer trying to go around the outside, doesn't have the speed. As Origin Finn gets past Aros. Aros is not looking too good for Aros here. Has he got damage?
No. No, I think maybe Aros is just having issues with warming those tyres up. It's the second safety car period in a row where he's...
Your finger's on the dirt.
Oh, that was very close to being a nasty accident.
Very close there.
I think Aros just seems to be struggling with some tyre warm temperature, maybe. Both safety car periods, he's lost places.
Up the inside of Origin Fin there, but just
he
against
does.
it.
Has Origin Fin got damage?
He's going to try to go down the... No, he's not going to try to go down the inside. He's looking for the move.
Origin Fin has got damage. Origin Fin has lost his right front end plate. So that will be a pit stop for Origin. Look, you can see the queue of cars behind him as he wrestles
really
with that damaged car.
Not giving Aros any room. He's really screwing with Aros here.
And surely he's got to pit. Because that is... Yeah, there you go. He pits and that will release Aros. Aros is going to come under pressure. Safe Master is going to have a look at Aros. He's late on the brakes and into turn 1. Safe Master has it.
Let's go round the outside. Look for Safe Master, but Safe Master trying to hold on. He does have the inside line here. As F1 Safe Master comes out on top of that one. Brilliant racing
Safe Master. Oh, and Aros coming under attack from Podgy Porter now.
F1 Safe Master has made.
Pro Gamer has got past Kieran, so Pro Gamer back onto the podiums. He's only a couple of attempts behind Elite Risk. He has got
F1
the
Safe
between
Master,
the teeth, hasn't he?
Yes, he is. Honestly, both the Alfa Romeos having fantastic races.
They are indeed, and that'll do no harm for them in the constructors. They're currently 4th in the constructors on 60 points.
Gamer is nipping at the heels of that McLaren. He wants to try and get past them there.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag.
It's the AlphaTauri in sector 2. Fitzy.
Looks like Jake's going to have the spin as well.
Wants that move done. He's trying to hold on. As he clips the ball there, is that any damage on there?
Oh, he's very late on the brakes for Pro Gamer.
Make it stick. It goes round, trying to overtake him. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the front wing and the rear wheel.
Bumping wheels.
As Podgy Porter does get past Aros. Not looking good for Aros here. He's at a point that is not where you want to be as championship leader.
He's got 4 cars between him and Kieran now, so Kieran clawing some of that points deficit back. Oh, and Fitzy's DNF'd.
Fitzy, he's done it near the pit lane.
Yeah, so that's Fitzy's day over. Preventing the safety car.
He wants this move on Elite Risk done, but Elite Risk is just throwing him no bones. He's really making him work for it.
We've seen Elite Risk do some good defending over the course of the season, but this defending has allowed Vegeta to pull out a second half lead at the front.
Moving that McLaren beautifully to keep Pro Gamer behind. Look at that. Crispy defending there.
Elite
Risk. Aros gets back past Podgy Porter. Oh no, it's a very fight between those two, wheel to wheel. As Aros does make the move stick. However, hello Pro Gamer on Elite Risk. Hello Pro Gamer. Is he going to try go around the outside of the... He does, they're side by side going into turn 1. Can Pro Gamer make it stick? Oh, they're still side by side going through. Elite Risk does have the inside line, but Pro Gamer is getting round. Oh, it says on that hit for that corner beautifully, pushing Elite Risk wide, defending Pro Gamer. What a move there.
There you go, Pro Gamer up into 2nd position.
And he is now going to be flooring it, trying to reach Vegeta. On those very, very new tyres.
Yeah, he's certainly got the advantage. 11 laps to go then.
He has the race pace here. Pro Gamer has a very good chance of winning this Grand Prix if he keeps up. If he keeps this up.
If Vegeta doesn't pits again, then Pro Gamer you'd have to say is the favourite.
Vegeta may have to pit again at this rate. He's still got another 11 laps to go.
Even if Vegeta doesn't pit, you'd have to say Pro Gamer.
As Pro Gamer sets the fastest purple middle sector. He really has the speed here.
Elite Risk. Got the train behind him now. He's got Kate Gomoniak and Kieran sniffing. One shark has gone past.
Gomoniak wants to make that move happen. He could sense it. You can sense the podium place. He wants it. Pro Gamer Girl does go fastest lap. I told you it would happen.
Yeah, beating his own previous lap by a couple of thousandths.
Hey, Elite Risk really wanting to make a move on Elite Risk here. Desperately wanting to get past McLaren, but he just can't get close enough.
Oh, Pro Gamer's made a mistake. He's lost half a second somewhere. He was only 8 seconds behind. He was now 1.3, so I think Pro Gamer just needs to focus
calm
on the
down a
task.
little bit now. He just needs to keep his head cool. Very easy to lose yourself in the rain and forget.
He can sniff the victory.
Just needs to refrain from making silly mistakes now. It may seem like common sense. Hello, there's a bit of a fight going here between Aros and F1 Safe Master. Aros trying to go around the outside, but just can't get enough grip coming out that corner. Will he try to fight it into the next one? No, I think he's against it again, doesn't have the speed. Podgy Porter also the fight for 7th place.
Back up the front in Elite Risk, once again defending.
Hey, Gorniak wanting to get past. Pro Gamer setting another fastest lap. He really has the speed here.
Into the 20s we go then, as the lap times continue to come down.
Pro Gamer Go, he is catching up Vegeta at a steady pace here.
He is. He's taken half a second out. He's got that time back.
New tyres giving him a massive advantage.
Yeah. Vegeta's tyres now
Gorniak
15 laps
really
old.
sniffing for that move on Elite Risk.
Yep, Elite Risk, Vegeta, Kieran's tyres all 15 laps old.
Hey, Gorniak, he wants that move done. He wants to get past Elite Risk. That podium is in his sights.
Yep, it'll be a welcome return to the podium for K Gorniak, who we know is a very consistent driver.
Again, still very, very close to Vegeta. Is he going to try anything on this next lap? A very good exit out of that corner there. Is he close enough to Vegeta to make a move? Half a second behind, I don't think he is.
Oh, I tell you what, he was trying to be brave. He was trying to be brave, and he was going full foot around that last corner. He had to lift.
He's very, very close to losing it. That was lovely.
As K Gorniak is going around the outside of Elite Risk in turn 1. Elite Risk has the...
Very, very close.
Oh, they're bumping wheels.
They're bumping wheels. Elite Risk riding the curve slightly. Oh, very, very tight.
They're still banging tyres, but K Gorniak has got the move done. And Jake has retired, and Jake's lost it into the second, in sector 2. And we've got a full safety car.
Another safety car.
Full safety car of the evening, and that, I'll tell you what, that could be a, well, for these guys like Vegeta, Elite Risk, Kieran, if these guys want to pit, they've got to do it now. However, it may just be also as sensible just to stay on those tyres. We'll stay with Vegeta and see what he does. Because this could be very interesting. Because obviously if he pits, he loses track position. And he will go down the order quite a lot. He might even drop out in the pits at this rate. Out the pits, out the points.
Vegeta does go AI.
So if he's gone AI,
he's gone AI, but I think he wants to breathe now. He's in a very dangerous
Vegeta does come in. He's in the
no, he doesn't.
He thinks against it. Is anyone else? The McLaren pits, Elite Risk is in the pits. What about Kieran? Kieran stays
does not
out.
go into the pits.
So Elite Risk, the only one of these
This could either be a
guys,
stroke of genius from Elite, or it could be the end of his race as we know it.
Can he
get out past F1 Safe Master? That's all he needs to do. F1 Safe Master barreling round. Will he be able?
He's going to come out right. He's going to come out, but he's going to come out
behind them all.
Ah, see, this is the problem now. He's got those fresh tyres, but he's down in 9th, and he's got to overtake all these cars now.
He's got 7 laps to overtake, maybe 6 with the rate the safety car is. That may have been a mistake from Elite Risk there.
Maybe. But if you don't roll the dice, you're not going to
You
win.
don't chance it, you don't win anything. F1 Safe Master having a fantastic race so far.
He is up there in 6th position.
11 places.
Yep, 11 places up from his starting grid.
In the rain, that is incredible.
Yep, so Vegeta, Kieran, committing to those one stops. But the safety car has given the tyres a bit more life. And they've had a reprieve.
You may have another 1 or 2 laps here on the safety car. That Ferrari of Origin Finn trying to close them down quickly.
Yep, I think possibly one more lap. I don't think they'll wait for Origin Finn. He's quite far behind.
For a game ago, giving Vegeta, you can tell he wants to race. He doesn't want to be behind the safety car. He wants to make moves.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. He wants to be unleashed.
Yeah.
Hello.
And Podgy Porter into the pits. So
Very, very brave from those two drivers.
just like that, Elite Risk has made up one of those places. It's a bit of a strange decision to pit on this lap, because they could lose a place to Leon's. After all Leon's troubles, nope, he can't quite get in the points. Leon's had a lot of spins today, and he's kept going,
Yes,
and he's
shame
almost
for
in the
Leon.
points.
Pro game ago,
So-
he's going to have to be careful there, lighting up the rear tyres like that. It's a very, very easy way to spin. I should know, I do it myself. That's how I spun in Russia.
Yeah.
Lighting up the rear tyres is very dangerous.
So hopefully we will get 5 laps of racing to finish off this, well, what has been quite an exciting Dutch Grand Prix, I think you'd have to agree. Lots of
To have as
position
many
changes.
safety cars as we had, and yet the amount of action we've had, it's been a very, very good Grand Prix.
It has. Thankfully the safety car has been quite spread out when it has come out, so
The safety
Whereas
cars actually
usually-
made it more interesting, surprisingly.
it has. It's
See the
changed the
difference in pit
strategies up.
strategies.
Yep. We've got Elite Risk who's gone bold. He's bought his ticket for the lottery. We've just got to see if his winning numbers come in now.
He's trying to warm up those rear tyres. Now, is the safety car going to make a last-minute call to come into the pits like last time?
This is what happened last time. Around this corner here, I think the Ferrari is almost in the same position as it was last time.
Is the Origin thing close enough
I
to make that happen?
think it could be any second now.
I don't think he is.
No, one more lap.
One more lap on
One
safety
more lap
car.
for the safety car. That's good news for Origin Finn.
Pro Gamer Go getting very, very close to Vegeta as Kieran and Kay Gorniak almost touch. No driver willing to compromise, willing to leave room. They can all sense that there's not many laps to go, and they can all sense positions to be gained and positions to be lost.
Yeah.
This will definitely be the last lap on the safety car, without question. Have a look at the tyres. Kieran on very, very old tyres along with Aros and Vegeta. Vegeta 19 lap old intermediates.
Yep.
As opposed to
they've
Pro
done-
Gamer Gert's 10 laps. Pro Gamer Gert will definitely have the advantage here.
Yep.
However, don't discredit Elite Risk yet. He's on 1 lap old tyres against people who have had 10 plus laps all up against him. Oh God,
I tell you
Pro
what.
Gamer almost losing it there.
I'll tell you what. If the straight was a little bit longer, I could see Elite Risk on the podium, but he could struggle
the track is
to.
simply too short to imagine that, but I can imagine a top 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you only have to look at Aros and his ability to warm those tyres up at the start.
Can
of the
Vegeta
stint.
get the jump
And
on Pro
he's
Gamer?
following the safety car. He's not giving the safety car a lot of room here, so he's
Pro
kind of,
Gamer trying to close in.
Pro Gamer is going to pounce here. Here
As
we
a fast
go.
as both they go, Pro Gamer instantly. Vegeta did not get a very good Very good jumping in there.
Pro Gamer's going to go around the
Round outside
outside.
into turn 1, straight off the safety car. He does have the fresher tyres. Oh, but there's nearly contact between the two. As Vegeta goes first, but hello behind him. There's a fight for third place. Kieran, as Elite Risk does get past out. Kieran trying to make a move on Kate Gorniak through the inside.
His nose was touching the safe mark. I hope he hasn't got damage.
Pro Gamer
Vegeta retains the lead then.
Vegeta once again, and Pro Gamer does have the speed compared to Vegeta here.
He does. He's got those tyres. Vegeta's tyres are not going to be thanking him for being on this long.
Vegeta's tyres will be screaming and shouting. Oh, they're very, very close to touching there. Can Pro Gamer make the move happen on the next straight here?
He's all over the back of him.
The outside line. Gets squarely through the exit of the corner there and loses some time. Really trying to close down.
Surely is just a sitting duck right now.
He may be a sitting duck, but he has plenty of ERS.
Pro Gamer's got so much more grip.
This will be a very, very close fight between these two. Pro Gamer going to have enough speed. Straight on the
Take
ERS
one in this battle for the lead.
Vegeta trying to keep him. Can he make a move coming up through here? Simply doesn't have enough room. But can he get the switcheroo through turn 1? No, so again doesn't have enough time.
No, there we go. Elite Risk.
He's riding the curbs. He wants this move done fastly to be riding the curbs like that. That was very blasé.
Oh, Elite Risk around the outside of Safe Master. Getting on orthodox there, but Safe Master
not enough grip coming out the corner. Kieran and Joel, hello. Joel clicks the curb, loses some time. Pro Gamer, once again, very, very close to Vegeta. After he's desperate to make this move happen. 3 laps to go. He wants this move done now.
Safe Master has been passed by Elite Risk, but he's not letting that position go. And Safe Master's had a bit of a moment.
Oh, it's a bit dodgy from Elite Risk.
Sideways.
Overtaken by Podgy and Aros from the looks of it. He's going to have him as well.
Elite Risk now up into 6th position. The charge is on. But back up the
once
front.
Again, losing time to Vegeta. It's really not
going
going well. As who's
so
that? That is Patrick Robert. Patrick Roberts had a spin and he's lost loads of positions.
And just like that, Leon's is in the points.
Vegeta's taking the fastest lap of the race. Where the hell did he pull that from?
Oh, that's a bit of wing. That's Safe Master.
DNF.
Oh no. And I don't think we'll get a safety car. I think it's a little bit too late, but what a shame the Safe Master was looking so good.
He's having a fantastic race. What a shame.
He was. The F1 gods being cruel to Safe Master.
Pro Gamer, honestly, he will be crying right now. Right, he wants this move, and he sets the fastest first sector. He wants this move done.
He just needs one small, tiny mistake from Vegeta.
But Vegeta being very, very consistent with his lap times at the minute. Oh, he just needs that done. Kieran trying to send it out the inside of Kate Gorniak, doesn't have enough grip. Can he get him down this exit here? Doesn't have the same exit speed as Vegeta. That's where he's
pulling away from Kate Gorniak as well. So if Vegeta does get overtaken, he's got a good gap on Kate Gorniak. Right then, take 3.
Oh my God, Pro Gamer, he wants his move done. He's livid right now. Vegeta once again,
needs to be super brave,
near enough half a second.
Almost flat out round there now. But look at that, Vegeta's still got the speed.
He just can't get close enough to Vegeta to make these moves happen.
He can't make use of those fresher tyres. We're down to 2 laps remaining now.
There's a bit dodgy coming out of that corner there.
Aros
does get past. Oh, it's wheel to wheel. Podgy goes onto the grass. Aros does get past him.
He does an Elite.
Between the Red Bull and the Ferrari.
Elite Risk all over the back of Joel now. He's caught up. His fresh tyres paying dividends at the moment.
Elite Risk. Pedal to the metal here. Origin Fin sets the fastest lap. What the hell? Yeah. Where has he run it? How has he done that?
He's had a few spins and he pitted a couple of laps ago. And Kate Gorniak, look at that. He is coming under a lot of pressure from Kieran. Kieran wanting that podium on his home race.
Pro Gamer has this lap to make this move happen. He is a lot closer than he was to Vegeta on the previous lap.
Yeah.
So long as he can keep it clean through here, this is where he has struggled to stay, and he does mess up again. He just simply, he has to make the move this lap, otherwise he will not have first place. Is he going to miss out? He's desperate. Desperation will creep in now.
And if Kieran does overtake Gornat, we'll have a double Dutch podium. But by the looks of it, Vegeta
does have more DRS.
he's
He's
got the number.
Can't get close enough. Pro Gamer, he is diving as he locks it up onto turn 1. Pro Gamer, he will be absolutely. Oh God, he will be desperate. Absolutely desperate.
Elite Risk has got past
at the
Joel
mouth to make this move done.
So Elite Risk up into 5th then.
Pro Gamer is deploying all of his ERS. He is almost taking the dry line.
Oh, look at that. He's almost pushing Vegeta around the track.
Origin Finn setting another fastest lap, but he's not in the points, so it won't matter.
No, he's taking that point away from someone.
He's really going at it here.
One last chance. This is it. This is the last corner where he can overtake. Oh, he gets out of shape. That's lost him a couple of attempts.
Vegeta once again staying far enough ahead. Oh God,
Vegeta can
Pro
take
Gamer
his
right
first
now.
victory on 7GR.
Pro Gamer.
Couple of corners.
Vegeta holding on for dear life on those worn tyres. He set the fastest lap in qualifying. He's coming around the thing now. Pro Gamer not enough room. Vegeta, so look, he makes a mistake there. Oh my God!
Pro Gamer!
Oh my God!
Oh no! He's still got his wheels. He's still got his 4 wheels.
He's still got his wheels, but he's lost out on the podium. What a shame for Pro Gamer.
Oh, Pro Gamer!
Coming in 7th place.
Oh, for the drama.
Oh my God, Pro Gamer, after all of that effort.
And Kieran has now, and because of that, Kieran gained 2 places on the last lap. He overtook Kegornia and Pro Gamer.
Absolutely cruel.
Oh, well. I'll tell you what, he is going to be kicking himself for a gamer. He had the pace to win the race. He probably should have won it.
Oh my God, I won't be surprised if there's a hole in his door.
Wow, maybe 2.
What a shame there for Pro Gamer. What a dramatic last few laps. Joel has had a fantastic race, to be honest. So I give a shout out to Kieran. Getting spun out at the start, he has had a fantastic race to end up on the podium.
Yeah, a good comeback drive from Kieran, making that 1-stop strategy work. Well, 2-stop in his case, really, but he did pit quite early on. Like Vegeta, the fewest stops planned out today, and Vegeta becomes his first win in 7GR. Congratulations to him. A great drive. Like you said, pole position. That was some quality defending on those tyres. I mean, that takes some real talent. It was fantastic stuff. So then, Mr. Killer Miller, why don't you take us down the race rundown? Vegeta, obviously with the race win, congratulations on the first one. Very, very impressive. With Kieran coming in a shocking second due to Pro Gamer. We then follow with K Gorniak round off the podium, followed by Elite Risk with a decent drive, and Alros with a good drive and all. Joel, both the Red Bulls having very, very good drives. As Pro Gamer be heartbroken on that one, missed out on a podium on the last 100 yards to the line. Podgy Porter, very, very good race. Come up in for 8th and 14th. Patrick Robert, not bad, losing a position. Very, very even race, very consistent. Leon's coming out to end off on the points. Origin Finn, the fastest lap, but it doesn't matter because he just misses out on those points, so no point to be given there. F1 Safe Master, Jake, Fitzy and Aurelian. Again, heartbreak for Aurelian, who was having such a decent race, just to crash coming out of the hairpin. David, EQR and Pac Bussy to round off the end of that dramatic Dutch Grand Prix. Very dramatic indeed. Could have put it better myself. So Kieran does claw some points back on Alros. A couple of races however, does have decent points now, so this will be a very good championship fight between Kieran and Alros. Can Kieran start back? Definitely. So that is the end of Tier 1. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow we have Tier 2, where we go racing. And we are in Brazil. We are around Sao Paulo, Brazil. Brazil. Safety cars galore, I imagine.
Yes, Brazil. It's just one of those tracks, isn't it? You either do well or you don't. I've always struggled there.
Bit of rain maybe as well.
I'm pretty sure that was my first 7th gear racing race. I'm fairly certain, and I completely ruined it.
So yeah, definitely worth tuning in for then. If you can't make tomorrow, make sure you're back next week at the same time, but 8:30 for Tier 1. But again, like I said,
thank you all for joining. What a race that was.
It was. So yeah, thank you for joining. Goodbye for now.